Motor Week, television's automotive magazine. Your host for Motor Week, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to Motor Week. We're glad to have you with us. Although it's a leader in its segment and has one of the best quality records in the industry, auto writers everywhere tend to overlook this car. It's the Ford Crown Victoria. And that's hard to do since it's a rarity, a full-size rear-drive sedan. Perhaps it goes unnoticed because critics have been predicting the demise of big Fords for almost 25 years. But they keep rolling on, 100,000 and more each year, and not just for police fleets. Now for 95, there are loads of positive changes that guarantee the Crown Vic will celebrate the turn of the century. Despite an overall decline in the large car market and many families opting for minivans and sport utility vehicles, the Ford Crown Victoria continues to attract a loyal clientele of large families and people who just love effortless highway cruising. And Ford knows how to keep these often older, well-heeled customers coming back. For 1995, they've started by freshening the Crown Vic styling. Up front, that meant a new grille design and bumper facing, and we should point out that Crown Vic loyalists like chrome. Body side moldings are new too, and color keyed to the paint, as are the outside mirrors, which are now heated. Speaking of which, Ford's patented solar tint glass blocks 24% more of the sun's heat than normal tinted glass. Rear end styling is now also better integrated thanks to redesigned tail lamps and bumper facing. The deck lid is now made of aluminum, reducing overall weight by 19 pounds to a still hefty 3,762. Under our Crown Victoria LX's aluminum hood is Ford's single overhead cam 4.6-liter modular V8 engine. Our dual exhaust car delivered 210 horsepower and 270 pound-feet of torque to the rear wheels, which, despite traction control, we smoked on a very cold day at the track while zipping to a 0 to 60 time of 8.5 seconds. Power was strong throughout the rev band as the Crown Vic cruised through the quarter mile in 16.6 seconds at 87 miles per hour. Our LX had the optional handling and performance package, and that includes 16-inch 60 series tires mounted on recessed honeycombed alloy wheels, along with revised spring shocks and stabilizer bars and rear air suspension. All help the full-size Crown Vic negotiate our slalom exercise with greater ease than one might expect. The somewhat light power steering kept up with all of our test maneuvers. And though the Crown Vic's bulk let its tail hang out during our high-speed lane change, the feeling was quite secure. No wonder you see so many Crown Vics behind a badge. Our hard stops from 60 averaged a fine 120 feet, thanks to large four-wheel disc with optional anti-lock. ABS and traction control come as a set. The wide ratio 4-speed automatic, first used on the Lincoln Mark 8, is now standard with a numerically lowered final drive ratio. Both helped reduce noise, vibration, and harshness, contributing to a true luxury car-like sound reading of 66 decibels. And a glance inside the Crown Victoria made us believers that this is a luxury car. Actually, Ford redesigned much of the interior in conjunction with the Lincoln Town Car, including the door trim, seats, and instrument panel. There's a fine strip of wood grain that now bisects the dash. Because the sound system is used more than the climate controls, their positions have been flip-flopped. There's the expected safety of airbags for both driver and passenger, along with a full-size glove box. Plus an acceptable electronic instrument cluster that includes an idiot-proof 6-function trip computer and large, easy-to-read graphics. The leather front bench seat was surprisingly comfortable and supportive, except for the lack of side bolstering. Seat travel has increased to 10 inches. Seat controls have taken the Mercedes-like pictograph form and added 2-position memory. Power lumbar support is standard on LX. Remote releases for trunk and fuel filler are door-mounted, and each front door has a storage pocket. Besides its new location, the sound system gets larger, more tactile buttons, but for some reason, there's no in-dash CD player option. Glove-size controls regulate the optional automatic climate control. Manual air conditioning is standard. New for 95 is this floor-mounted 12-volt power point, and this combination radio antenna rear defroster embedded in the backlight. Few rear seats have more room than this one. Headroom is particularly generous. The 20.6 cubic foot trunk qualifies as huge, even if its shape is a bit irregular. At least the spare tire slides up out of the way. Safety is another Crown Victoria strong point. Large sedan buyers want dual airbags, anti-lock brakes, traction control, and 5-mile-per-hour bumpers. Plus, the big Ford meets 1997 side impact standards. Crown Victoria pricing is another plus. The base car starts at $20,160. The LX at $21,970. Our completely loaded LX test car stickered at $25,825. In today's world, that will hardly buy you a moderately equipped Explorer. So considering the Crown Victoria's size, multitude of luxury and safety features, and price, it's no wonder it continues to confound the so-called experts. For this Mark Twain of automobiles, you can count us among its biggest and most continuous fans. When it comes to getting your car rolling,